All right, so here is our mission, guys. We have to destroy an oil refinery at Mosul and then take out a secondary target, which is a air defense command at Baghdad. This is a hell of a mission. I need 10,000 10,000 pounds of fuel. There's quite a bit, so I have to take extra fuel, which means my ammunition is going to be limited. All right, well, let's take a look at what's in our way here. We've got a pulse radar here with an SA-5, another SA-5 radar here, Mirage F1s based out of there, MiG-29s out of Mosul. We've got an SA-12. This is going to be trouble. What else do we have here? MiG-23s, another SA-5, another SA-5, MiG-17s, easy. SA-2 should be okay. Do we have any other SA-12 radars here that are active? SA-2, SA-2. This looks like a pretty good flight. It's a hell of a long flight, so I might have to fast forward through some of this, but let's give it a go here. All right, I've got some fuel air explosives. Not sure how I'm going to take out a bunker with a fuel air explosive, but we'll have to go with that. For air-to-air engagements, sidewinders. In this game, you can actually have air-to-air missiles, so I'm going to flip those out for 3 AMRAAMs, give myself a little bit more range. As for our fuel air explosives, do I have any Mavericks here? So I do have some Mavericks that I can use to take out ground targets such as radars outside of their engagement range. So let's go with that. I could go for some other things here, but I do need this extra fuel. So this looks good. Let's do it. We are ready for this mission. All right, we look great.
Cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff. Let's get our flaps out. And maximum speed. Interesting enough, in the F-117 here, I do have gun ammo, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to there should be a way to turn off the sound. There we go. So I've turned off the engine sound so you guys could hear me over the screaming engines. I'm going to cut our thrust down to 80%. And let's take a look at our tactical map here. Got a long way to go. All right, well, while we'll do that, we can entertain ourselves by looking at our close-up tactical map. We've got a Thunderbolt behind us. Oh, look at that. Back in 1991, they could still make airplanes look pretty good. Let's take a look at this airplane with an external view. That Thunderbolt's looking pretty good. And there's something else next to it. I wonder, is that my airplane? Might have been my plane there. All right, let's hop back in. What else do we have behind us? Oh, we've got an Eagle back there as well. Let's take a look at how the Eagle looks like. That's a good looking F-15C Eagle here. I'm sure Prez would be loving this airplane right now, and I'm glad it's there defending our airspace. It's only doing 400 knots. Actually, no, I'm doing 400 knots. This is my altitude and airspeed. This is just the aircraft there, so let's hop back into the cockpit. We've got our flaps still down. Let's get those flaps up and get a little bit more airspeed going here. So I do have quite a few things here. So if I go back into tactical map view, I can see my waypoints and ranges. Got a long way to go, 164 kilometers plus another 200 kilometers after the first waypoint to the target. So almost 330 kilometers. And then another 131 kilometers to the second target, which is the command center, followed by, let's get over this mountain here. We do not want to crash into that mountain. Looking pretty good. All right. So after we take out the primary target, which is the refinery, we have to take out the command center in Baghdad and then return back to Dahran, which is a very long haul. So from our secondary target, it's another 400 kilometers. And we've got a long way to go. So let's accelerate time. Shift Z on the keyboard. And we're flying along. This is pretty boring. You can only accelerate by twofold, not fourfold, so it's going to be a while. What I can see is I can see my electromagnetic signature there on the bottom below the map. And the red is how visible I am. As if I descend, it'll decrease my overall electromagnetic signature. And so he can pick us up, but still quite a ways away. Let's take a look at our waypoints. He's about halfway there, so my next waypoint is 197 kilometers. So this radar is a solid 100 kilometers away. I turned on my IR jammers by accident. Didn't want to do that. And I do have also ECM capability, which I can toggle on and off, which increases my electromagnetic signature, but it can blind radars that might be shooting at me. So we actually got 2 radars coming up, just on the very outside of our detection range. I do have a couple of Mavericks, but I do want to save them in case I get into a saucy situation. So which one is painting me here? Let's take a look. So it looks like I'm flying by some sort of facility over to my right. So I've got a bioweapons plant over there. But I'm going to disregard it, and only one of the 2 radars is painting me. Looks like the radar Rahalia is not flashing, so let's go back to our primary target, which is going to be our radar at Haditha. Change up our weapons to a Maverick here. Mavericks works really well. Let's pitch up. Come out of acceleration mode. Open up bomb bay doors. Send one out. And I believe there is a missile view that we can watch. So there's the radar. We're going to watch it get hit by a missile. There's our Maverick tracking. Here it comes. And good hit by Maverick. No other launches. Looks pretty quiet. And we fly right over the radar because we are cool like that. Still have a long way to go to our next target. All right, let's accelerate back out and get to our next target, which is probably that cross circle that's coming up in front of me. There it is, primary target, oil refinery. Let's cycle into our fuel air explosive here and get a fuel air ready for hitting this thing with. Not sure if a fuel air would be really a good idea here, but I'm guessing the oil tanks are fairly fragile, so they should blow up nicely. I do have a feeling that this... Whoa! That was a strong set of nails there. Probably from an SA-12. Oh yeah, Airbill is painting me. I'm going to descend, and I should have looked up what type of a radar is over at Airbill. There we go. Airbill is an SA-12, and there's a launch on me from Airbill. Airbill's got a radar ID on me. Let's head out into a notch. Tap our ECM on and off for a second here to blind the missile. Radar is tracking. And the missile is definitely coming in. All right. Missile passed right by behind me. Let's get back on target. Another SA-12 launch right towards the target. That's not good. We have a steady track. All right, not sure if I can do anything with it here. ECM on. Hopefully that knocks the missile off course. Head back into the notch. ECM off. Drop some more chaff. It's very cool that it actually draws the missile for you. Airbill really hates me. And we've got an enemy aircraft coming in as well. We've got a pair of aircraft coming in. 12 kilometers to the target. Bomb bay doors open. Altitude of about 1,000. Hopefully this is high enough. All right, there's the refinery. Let's get into our flight path marker. Looking good. There's a lock. Primary target destroyed. Looking good.
Primary target hit.
Agreed. Let's get out of here. Let's descend, and this is not the time to fly this plane. It's the middle of the day. All right, air-to-air mode. Let's lock up whoever's behind me here. Okay, I've got a missile coming up from behind. I should be okay. I should be okay. Yeah, there goes the missile on my left side. And I do have some aircraft coming in. F1 Mirage, 32 kilometers. And I still have a steady track. All right, let's dump our fuel back into our system. We've got 2 aircraft tracking me. We've got a whole bunch of aircraft tracking me. This is not good. This is not good at all. All right, well, let's put our air-to-air weapons to good use. Switch over to an AMRAAM and deal with these Mirages. First aircraft hit. Got a second Mirage. Got a MiG-17. Shall we dogfight a MiG-17? Let's do this. Let's go for a dogfight with a MiG-17 here. He's 9 kilometers out. Oh, I just got hit by a Fox 2. I haven't taken too much damage. I've lost autopilot. That's it. And looks like a missile just streaked by me. Looks like a SAM missile. All right, I have lost autopilot, which means I'm on my own finding my next waypoint. Avionics are damaged. I'm being tracked by a radar. Mirage is coming around. Not good. Right, our next target is somewhere in that direction. Not a big deal. I can hightail away from this Mirage F1, and hopefully he loses me. Yep, looks like he's repositioning. There's a MiG-29 back there. Oh, he's right by that plant. And he is heading straight for me. 37 kilometers and closing. 36. I might have to turn around and deal with this guy. 35. All right, we still have AMRAAMs. Let's bring it around. .28 kilometers. This should be good enough shot. A-10 fired. He's got a Fox 1 on me. All right, Fulcrum down. And he got gunfire hits as well. Did you see that? My AIM 120 just went for a wrong target. It went for the Mirage. Now, this is not good because I am now out of air-to-air munitions. Get back on course and try to get home here. MiG-23 Flogger coming in. Yeah, this is turning into a total dogfight situation. Looks like the entire Air Force of Iraq is deciding to jump in on this party. There's a Flogger burning at me real fast. Now I've got closure and I've got guns. The great thing about this game is that your guns are pretty epic. Good splash on the Flogger. MiG-17 Fresco coming in. I can't believe that a MiG-17 got me last time. Still being tracked. I wish I knew what was tracking me. But I need to get the hell out of here. Could try to abandon my secondary target. But I refuse to do so. So there's a radar on my nose. And a MiG-17. I do have a decoy, so I'm going to pop up. Get real high. And deploy decoy. Hopefully that simulates them just enough for me to get to my target and to address it. Decoy is active. Heading back for the deck. All right, looks like MiG-17 is going for the decoy. We're all right, folks. Back on mission. F1 Mirage, Fresco, and a fish bed. Let's take a look how the fish bed looks like. Looks like everybody's heading for my decoy. This has worked out. The decoy is back there. They're all looking for it. This gives me a chance to break through to the target. Nice and low. Although I am still being tracked by something. AA6. Fox 1. Another A6. That one's not tracking. Pretty awesome RWR. All right, we've got a SAM radar here. Let's check the map. How are we looking here? Got to take out that SAM radar before I get through. All right. Watch the missile view now. That radar's going down. Beautiful. Radar's taken out. I have a nuclear plant at Baghdad. Another A6 launch on me. Come on. Hey. And I'm out of chaff. Not good, not good. SAM radar at Baghdad or refinery at Baghdad. Another AA6. Turn on our IR jammers. They really want to take me out. Jammers on. Ooh, that missile flew right under me. Jammers off. All those beeps are a bad thing. Each time it beeps, that's a bad sign. 15 kilometers to target. We still have fuel to get back home. Hopefully we can get back home. It's a hell of a flight. The entire Air Force is scrambled after me. And those Mirages are still in pursuit. Hopefully they're out of air-to-air munitions here. I'm not sure how I could take out the command center at Baghdad with fuel air bomb, but okay. One bay door open. All right. Well, a hell of a flight, but don't think that target got taken out. Glad those missiles suck. I'm getting the hell out of here. Palace. Secondary target. I just couldn't hit it. I should have brought something else. You do not use a fuel air explosive against the command center. Not sure why those were the recommended munitions. Missile behind me. Just out of range of their missiles by the looks of it. Which way am I flying here? Another launch. Got the whole defense network to get through here. I'm out of trouble here. Although I do have a fish bed coming in straight for me. F-117 versus fish bed. Let's do this. And yes, the cannon on this thing is pretty impressive. You can take out all kinds of targets at all kinds of ranges. Splashfish bed. All right, we've got fuel, and we're on our way back towards our home base here. I think we're out of trouble here. SA5 radar, 50 kilometers away. That should be okay. Beam here. And continue on course. So that's a bit of an unfortunate situation there, that the fact that I had to bring fuel air explosive, and that's what was recommended for the mission, but clearly you don't use a fuel air explosive against a command center style bunker. All right, we've got targets coming up ahead. Probably friendly aircraft. Cruising around at 5,000. Nice and high, looking good over Persian Gulf here. There you go. We got another Thunderbolt there, which means we are in friendly territory. And there's an Eagle. Just chilling out. That's a great sight. All right, let's lock in our ILS and see what we're landing at. I'm flowing 090. The airbase looks to be a 180 or a 360. .34 kilometers out. Glide slope's coming up. Let's go into nav mode. And there's our airbase. Let's get flaps out.
Cleared to land.
Go drop the gear. The CO is going to be quite unhappy about my failure to destroy the secondary target. To G turn here for the airbase. Wish I could see it. There it is. Here's the airbase. And it's a 180 approach. All right, let's come in and take it from a 360. Still have some fuel left. Four miles. And let's turn base. Somehow I don't think that the F-117 was meant to do anything harder than a 4G turn here. It's a hell of a turn. Whoa. Got our thrust to 30%. Flaps out. Doing 250. Nice and easy. Makes us 6 kilometers out. Minor adjustment here. 450, 350, 200 knots. Looking good. 200 feet. Hey, F-15, what are you doing? Let's cut the brakes. And we have successfully landed at the airbase with a parachute out. Great success. 435 points, 6 enemy aircraft shot down, 3 ground installations destroyed, and primary objective completed. All right, let's take a look. Long haul flight. Maverick to take out the radar. Radar destroyed. Some maneuvering to avoid those missiles that were being shot at me. Fuel air explosive takes out the oil refinery. Dealing with the flogger. A2 missile knocks out my avionics. Thank God it was an AA2. That MiG had to suffer and go down. AIM-120 takes out a Mirage. AIM-120 takes down the Fulcrum. And then a flogger. Maverick on the radar installation. Fuel air explosive. No hit. Fish bed down. And all the way to the airbase for a nice clean landing. All right, and I got promoted to second lieutenant. All right, good.